Hi everyone. So this is my presentation on the emotional and social. So I couldn't really decide if I wanted to do emotional or social, and they kind of went hand in hand. So I did the emotional and social development in infancy and toddlerhood. So I was just gonna start off and say what is social or emotional development, and is just how children start to understand who they are, what they're feeling, experiencing, interacting with others for the first time, and what that's like. It's the development of being able to form and sustain positive relationships, experience, manage, and express emotions, and explore, engage with the environment. And I have the link there where I got that definition from. Um, 8 to 10 employers say social and emotional skills are the most important to success, and yet they're the hardest to find. I thought this was important just because it goes on to what this like means for children later in life, not just in the moment when they're young, but like later on in life. This is what people need the most out of their employers, and it's hard to find. So here I have the characteristics from birth to 24 months, and I'm just going to go through that really fast. So between birth and 6 months, children they start to social laugh and or social smile, and laughter starts to happen. They match the face-to-face communication between the parent and baby. They are able to distinguish the positive and negative tones between voices. They smile, babble, laugh, and they do that more to a caregiver than they would a stranger just because they find comfort through the caregiver. They're able to regulate their emotion by shifting attention and self-soothing. Between 7 to 12 months, the smiling and laughter increases in frequency and expressiveness, and anger and fear increase in frequency and intensity, so it gets stronger. So here we have the stranger and separation anxiety start to appear because they're getting more of that interaction. They're learning to become more independent. However, they are still able to use their caregiver as a secure base so they can go explore, but they know that their caregiver will always be there and they can use that as that baseline. Increasingly detects the meaning of others' emotional expressions and engages in social referencing, and they regulate their emotions by approaching and retreating from stimulation. So they're able to go and leave when they need to like regulate that emotion. So between 13 and 18 months, children begin to join in social play, just socially. They want to go out there and play with familiar people, though, with their adults, siblings, peers that they know. They're able to realize that others' emotional reactions may be different from theirs. They use their social references to better evaluate events and understand emotions of the same value. They begin to show signs of empathy and care about things. If someone gets hurt, they'll be like, oh my gosh, like, are you okay? And show empathy there. And here they are able to comply with simple directives. Between 19 and 24 months is where they're really growing. This is where a lot of the self recognition begins. So their self-conscious emotions start to happen. That's like um, just personal feelings, guilt, things like that. They're able to acquire a vocabulary for talking about their feelings. They begin to use language to assist with their emotional self-regulation. They're able to talk about that stuff. They construct explicit body self-awareness and scale errors decline. So here they're starting to recognize their body, their physical body and their features about that. They have more self-control as indicated by delay of gratification emerges. They start to use words to influence a playmate's behavior, and they show a lot of gender stereotyped toy preferences. Um, so they'll either gravitate towards a female toy or a male toy specifically, but there's a lot of bias now towards that, so I'm not going to go in depth. Here are some cultural impacts on how social and emotional development, or how cultural impacts it. So culturally, it just impacts their behavior in society. It provides an initial basis, or culture provides an initial basis for infants to branch off into their self-discovery. So parents usually prepare their children for a larger society. Parents are that initial baseline where they come from who they are. They get that initial baseline from there, and it kind of just leads to that. So thank you.